This is the LC Youth Drive Home Recap. Tonight at LC Youth, we have Dream Day for Speed the Light. Speed the Light is the missions arm of AG Youth, and it raises money for missionaries to have what they need for essential transportation, creative communication, and the supplies for acts of compassion. And we have two big goals for Speed the Light so far this year in Kansas. And one is to raise money for some equipment for Freedom International with Dayton Poe. And the other is to raise some money for a project with Hope Foster with Jason Giesman. Both of these groups are doing what they can, often for people in the worst of times. And they want to do something great. They want to share the love of God with them. And tonight at LC Youth, we join youth groups all over Kansas for Speed the Light Dream Day, where we are coming together with one purpose, asking God, what do you want me to do for Speed the Light this year? And to talk about this, we took a look at Matthew chapter 14, where Jesus feeds the 5,000. It's interesting to note that where Matthew recorded this, it's right after Jesus received the news that John the Baptist had been murdered. And yet, as he's apparently going off to grieve, the crowds are still following him. And his response to them is he has compassion on them, and he sits down and teaches them. But then a need arises. The disciples are like, Lord, there's so many people here and there's no food. Send them away so they can eat. And Jesus says, no, you have what they need. Feed them, basically. They find a boy with just some fish and some bread, and they brought that to Jesus. And, this boy had his, probably mom had the foresight to pack a lunch as he's going off. But what would so little do among so many people? And yet the amazing thing is, even though there were 5,000 men plus women and children gathered in this place, Jesus blessed that small boy's lunch, and it was able to go and meet a need so much bigger than what its intended purpose was. And here's the big idea that we came to and looking at that verse and thinking about Speed the Light Dream Day. It's this: God has called us to do the best things in the worst times by using the blessings he has given us to serve him and those around us. And I would challenge you, each day the question is, Lord, what do you want me to do with the blessings that you've given me today to serve you and those around me? And as we are looking at these big goals with Hope Foster for the foster care system and reaching children with some hope, and Freedom International, where they're literally saving people from human trafficking, God, what do you want me to give this year so that the needs of these missionaries can be met and the light of Jesus can be shared? And I pray that you would ask yourself that question, and that your response would be obedience to whatever God puts on your heart. Have a great day.